finish up your cake, and you head out the door of the Wandering Wyvern Inn and Tavern. As you come out, there is an older woman on the street.
Drew ducks this time.
The same one you saw before.
Good job.
She's holding up flyers, and you hear her as she yells out, "Help me find my son, please. Help me find my son. Missing son."
Wembley will walk up. I'm sorry, what were you saying? Your son's in trouble?
He's gone missing.
Well, that's not good. Where was you last seen him?
He left home a couple days ago. He went looking for a job. I'm sick. And we haven't had the money. She takes a deep breath. We haven't had the money to purchase supplies. I'm afraid something's happened to him.
It's a big, scary world out there. But we'll see. Where'd you lose him? Where'd he go?
What's his name?
Oh, that's important. Yeah,
What's he look like?
I should have started with that. That's a good one too.
What's his name? What's your name?
There we go. Maybe some. I love it. Wembley's like, all right, let's do this. Who are you?
What's his favorite cake?
I apologize. My name is Eleonora Fairwind. My son is Caden Fairwind. He said he was going to. He said he had heard about some work down at the docks. He was going to stop by Mystical Muffins and More because he had heard they were hiring, and was going to go by the Pixie Puff Pastry Factory too.
Oh no, he was going to see Muffin Men?
No, Mystical Muffins and More.
Right, Muffin Men.
Well, I think it's owned by a woman.
How old is your son?
That's just confusing.
He's 21.
So we're not looking for like a child. Okay.
No,
Good
this
to
is not a child. She goes on. He was the only one who supported me. If he's gone, I don't know what I'm going to do.
How long has Caden been gone?
A couple days now.
Is she a human woman?
She is a human woman.
Okay.
Yep.
Not a goblin, because she's got a name that doesn't make sense to goblin.
Not a goblin, correct.
We know people. We know a guy down on the docks. He might know something.
Well, here, and she hands you a flyer, which I'll have for you before next week. She hands you a flyer with his image, crudely drawn. You can tell that she did it herself. She's no artist, by the way. And his name's on there, and a little bit of information. Wow, what a coincidence that her last name is the same as her son. I know, it's crazy. These non-goblin names are just so confusing. They are.
Drew is studying the picture intently.
We're on the trail.
And so she hands that to you, and thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We'll check these muffin factories out and make sure he's all right. I mean, you can't trust a muffin with nothing.
That's true.
Especially not the mystical kind.
That's true,
Yeah,
too.
they're just cake that tries to pretend it's not a cupcake, but it's a lie. They're lie cakes.
Sometimes they have fruit in them.
I mean, regular cakes have fruit in them sometimes.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, now my opinions of muffins are slightly higher.
I mean, like muffins pretty much are just like cupcakes without the frosting. And really it's way better with the frosting.
Yeah. I mean,
Without
come
the
on.
frosting, it's just evil.
Is that just lazy to not put frosting on it?
Yeah.
We know like no nothing muffin.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure this woman's son's missing, and that takes precedent over the muffin discussion. But it has
We
not stopped
can't-
the muffin discussion.
We can't discuss muffins and walk at the same time.
Oh, you guys have already walked. Sorry, I've just been yelling this whole time.
Did Tamsy come with us?
Yeah, Tamsy's following. She's just listening.
Okay.
She's enthralled with the discussion.
So what do we think's more important, guys? We find this lady's missing son, or deal with the gang?
Well, we also need to check out the Skysail Expeditions.
You know, this is actually the second time I've heard about the Pixie Puff pastry. Now, Miss Offie said that the lower class were being experimented on, and one of the people that might be doing it is the puff pastry place. Also could be the warehouse district.
They're what?
The Pixie Puff pastry.
They're
Hey.
experimenting?
No,
Yeah,
not
they
that.
could be. Well, like the people did there, not like the company, but like maybe the company.
Why would a company experiment on their workers?
Well, so that they would die.
What?
That seems like a very inefficient system.
Why did you tell
And
us
they
this
have to
earlier?
rehire and retrain
I'm telling
people
you
all the time.
Okay.
Well,
That's not good.
That doesn't seem economically sound.
No.
also there's a guy named Celerin in Shadow Glen, and he's a crook who hurt people, but suddenly came into a lot of money. So he might be involved with something.
He was a crook that came into a lot of money. I think
Hold
those
on.
things might be related.
How do you figure?
Well, he probably stole it
Why would he do that?
because he's a crook.
Well, that's mean.
Stealing?
Yeah.
Well, so is breaking goblin hands.
I guess
Maybe he
you're
did
right.
that to get
There's-
money.
There's a lot of mean people here.
There really are.
Maybe we should leave.
And then
No.
what?
Go to a place without mean people.
There's mean
No.
people in a lot of places. We should try to help make them better.
And they don't have enough cake here, so we have a lot of customers.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah. No, that's fine. Okay.
Though you think in a place that had mystical muffins and pixie puff pastries, that people would be able to pull together a cake.
Maybe the puff pastry people and the muffin people are attacking the cake people, and it's a whole rivalry.
Maybe that's what they're experimenting on people for.
Are they turning them into muffins?
I hope not, but that'd be really bad tasting muffin.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would.
Well, I don't think we've cut it. Whoa, that's not even words anymore. I don't think we've narrowed it down to what we're doing. We want to go to deal with the polylop gang, or
Okay, well, hold on. I got it. Where's the picture? Drew, do you have the picture?
Of
He
the sun?
offers Boing the picture.
Okay.
After that, he turns to Aya and in fluent Hoshiban, he says, "I've noticed that bad people have questionable taste in dessert cuisine."
I will respond back in Hoshiban. Yes, I think that might actually be the case. The more evil they are, the less likely they enjoy cake.
We must do something to rectify this.
And literally, Boing and Wimbley are just hearing like basically these like little bell sounds as they're talking back and forth to each other, because that's kind of what the Reineko language sounds like.
Wimbley turns to Boing and goes 001100.
11000111.
Funny story. My brother used
He
to
doesn't speak anything,
accuse me
but
of
he's just making numbers.
my brother used to accuse me of speaking in binary whenever I talk tech, and I told him, I was like, listen, I've gone beyond binary. I speak in hex now.
Well, Boing will reach up with the goblin blacksmith hammer, so we see how big that is, and hand it to Droog. And you're supposed to use this because when we get the polyglot gang, and you're supposed to hit them with that.
He holds a hammer in his hand. He holds his axe in his other hand. No axe?
What? No, that's from Bang Clang. Bang Clang says, "Wait before him, gotta hit him." We could beat him, and you could hit him at the end with it. That's okay.
It looks so tiny.
Well, but it would make Bang Clang happy.
Maybe we could just hit them with it a little bit.
Well, yeah, but just when they're done, however we tell them to stop being bad, you just smack them again with the hammer.
Don't be bad.
I know. Well, they might listen, they might not, but
Yes. Extra encouragement.
yeah.
Miss Tumble Twirl, did I overhear that you're a part of the Pollywop gang?
Not anymore. No, they fired me.
Well, do you know where their hideout is still?
The warehouse, right?
It's a warehouse. Yeah, it's in a
I'm
warehouse.
sure there's more than one in this.
See, look,
entire
we have a
city.
map.
It's
Pulls up the
literally
book with like a
place called
scroll.
The warehouse.
I'm sure. Look, I don't want to assume that this is the entire city. I would just assume there's got to be more than one warehouse.
But it is a warehouse that is literally called the warehouse.
Must be Goblin.
No, because then
It's Chib, actually. If
Yeah.
the Polylop gang is like the ones that run it.
what would be a warehouse sound? I don't know of a warehouse sound. That'd be a better name for it.
If a chip named it, it'd be the Smiley Time Storage Place.
Maybe they were trying to fly under the radar.
Crooks.
Yes, it sounds like the Polylop gang might not exactly be the good guys.
No, they're not.
Well, if they were named the Lollipops, I would be even angrier because then they'd be sullying the lollipops.
So where are we going? We're going to go to the warehouse and deal with these.
The ne'er-do-wells, yeah. Then we'll
Bad
go find the
chips.
big sun.
So, I mean, yes, we could do that, or we could check out Skysail Expeditions.
Veg
Because we
did
need to
talk
do
to
that
you
too.
first.
Places.
And if we get that checked off our list, is it late in the day enough for breaking and entering now?
I mean, you don't even know if you have to break and entering. You haven't gone to look at the
I
place.
don't know one way or the other, but is it late enough in the day for breaking and entering?
Yeah, I mean, anytime's late enough, depending on how much you want to be caught.
Is it at least 2:30 in the afternoon?
It is.
I don't
It's,
know why 2:30 is the magical time, but
it's like 3:48.
All right, let's go see about a sky sail situation and maybe break and enter if we have to.
we can do that.
Somehow,
That way we can get it checked off the list and then we can worry about the other stuff.
It is a raid of 8 from D&D Denial.
Hello and
Welcome to Break! Exclamation point RPG. This is Roll for Perception. And we are happy to have you here. Our Sugar Crush Gang.
Crash.
Crash Gang is currently headed to the Sky Haven Expedition, which brings us to a map. So I will switch us over.
It's Sky Haven? I thought it was Skysail.
It
have
is.
a-
It is. It. Oh,
That's what I had written down with Skysail.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did I get to? I might have just. It is Skysail. I just typed
Okay.
the wrong thing.
Did you break the...
You broke it because now I have map basics.
Click here to create a new map.
Yeah. Quick, let's make a map.
Make a map, make a map, make a map. This is the goblin map that just scribbles.
It's the cake bakery.
Oh, boy.
All right, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna
Name
get
gobble,
you
gobble.
guys.
I don't know. What's the sound of when you're eating cake?
Nom, 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 nom,
I
nom, 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 nom.
don't know how you spell it.
I'm getting you to the map. Maybe.
MNMYNOM.
We ain't got no alibi.
I mean, if you're eating cake, right, you just like kind of open your mouth really big and shove the whole thing in it. What?
I think Sonosaur's got it right. It's just a snarf. It's just
Snarf.
Snarf, snarf, snarf.
the whole thing in one go.
All right.
Oh, we have a map.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna switch to the map and chat.
Yep, that's what I'm doing next. Switching us to the map in the chat.
Hey, look, it's me.
And folks, welcome to our map. Quick note, this is actually a map that I designed and created. You can find this map on rfp.gumroad.com or rollforperception.com for free for download. And I'm going to
The
zoom
goggles on Droog will never get old.
in. The what?
The goggles on Droog.
Oh, I know. I love it.
Why does it say -1 square on me?
You're trying to use your arrows, right?
No.
Oh, let me. There. If
There
you
we
use the
go.
arrows, it'll tell you -1 square, +1 square. I'm still learning this, so I don't know the Pacifics yet. But as soon as
What
I
about
do.
the Atlantics?
Yep. So you make your way through the bustling business district of Coral Gate, where merchants hawk their ware, townsfolk mingle in lively conversation, and amidst this vibrant scene stands Skysail Expeditions, a one-story building that once teemed with excitement of planned adventures and dreamt of journeys. The building's modest, constructed of weathered wooden planks that have turned silvery gray with age. It too has a thatched roof, adds a rustic touch, a nod to the old world charm of the town. The front door, once welcoming, is now closed, and several large windows that used to showcase vivid travel posters and maps are all boarded up. The boards, nailed haphazardly, suggest a hasty closure. Peeking through the gaps, you catch a glimpse of dust-covered furniture, scattered papers, remnants of the building's former life. Despite the busy surroundings, although it has tamed down as it is later in the day, Skysail Expedition stands out with an air of quiet desolation. To the right of the building, an alleyway beckons its entrance, marked by a single, resilient tree. The tree's roots have cracked the cobblestone path, creating an uneven terrain that leads into the shadowy, narrow passage. The tree itself is a surprising splash of life amidst the somber scene, its branches stretching out as if trying to offer some semblance of hope or defiance against the encroaching disuse. Even though the business district is lively, Skysail Expeditions carries an aura of past adventures and the promise of distant horizons waiting to be rediscovered. You all have free movement, but just let me know what you're doing as you do it. This is the map that you have.
The map.
And it doesn't have walls, so I can't stop you from walking through walls. So please
Walking
don't
through
walk through the
walls.
walls.
I mean,
Uh,
this looks like a door here.
Boing's looking for us. See if there's a sign that says they're gone drinking.
Looking. Does it say they've gone drinking?
It's all boarded up.
It's all boarded up. I think it's more serious than drinking.
Lots of drinking.
I think they've left. Can we take the boards off?
You trying to rip the boards off?
Maybe we should look around a little bit more before
It's
we
true.
resort to.
That's true. I mean, maybe we don't have to pull up the boards. Maybe there's another way. Let's look around.
Okay.
All right.
I'll check behind this tree.
Are you hiding?
Well, no, there looks to be a passage of some kind.
Like an
There's a
alleyway
passage?
that I just described? in
Like,
the
like
description?
an alleyway that Terry described literally seconds ago.
I don't even know why I
Who's
read things.
Terry?
I was just Terry. I was just gonna go and say the thing that you described.
Who's Terry?
As you come around, and are you looking at it, the building as a whole, you do notice that the side door appears to be unlocked and partially ajar.
Ooh.
How much of it is ajar?
Are you taking a look at it to kind of?
Yeah. I'm
Why
taking a
would
look.
they board up the front door but not the side door?
They had to get out somehow.
So the door slightly ajar appears to have been forced open.
Someone else has started the breaking and entering.
See, so we don't have to break. We're just entering.
There,
Which is less illegal.
there is no light coming through from the inside of the building. Does anybody have any special sensory type?
I mean, I get an edge on where is it? I get an edge on everything related to my senses, the 5 senses.
I have feeling my way through darkness as part of my background.
Okay.
Yes, here it is. Your heightened senses hark back to that more primal time. You get an edge on all insight rolls related to the 5 physical senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell.
All right.
It's
Well,
my
you won't
hunter's
need an
blood.
insight roll, but you have heightened senses then in general. Would that be correct?
Yep, because I'm a Rhinico.
Okay.
I also have, I mean, for what it's worth, I have staying a step ahead of danger as a purview.
Gotcha.
And if we start heading in, I'm going to light up my torch, my staff.
So hold your horses.
One thing at a time.
I don't have a horse.
I have a kitty.
Aya, you
Yes.
notice with your keen eyesight
Yes.
that there's a glint from the sun shining on something that runs right behind the door.
Oh. You see that? There's a click.
I saw
Oh, go
I
ahead.
saw a bird in the tree.
No, inside the door. There's a glint. There's something in there.
Are you looking
Money?
closer?
Yeah.
All right. So upon further inspection, you see what appears to be a thin wire that
It's a trap.
runs across the door. You also
have a trap?
notice that where the door was pried open, there's almost a sheen on it.
It's a shiny trap. Why would a travel agency have a shiny trap?
Well, it would make a lot less sense if they had like a dull trap.
I mean, why would they have any trap to be clear, but it's particularly a very shiny one?
Maybe to stop someone from breaking and also entering.
But like, it's. But why would the door be open if the?
Maybe it was a person who brokered and entered. But they put it up to stop people from finding out that they brokered.
So they broke and entered, and now they've set a trap for other broker and enterers.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
when the people left, they put a trap because they couldn't lock the door.
Well, that don't make
We
no
could
some
sense.
lock the
reason.
door.
I don't know. Maybe they're not so smart.
Does anybody know how to get rid of a trap?
I got a shovel.
I mean, I suppose that could do something, but what happens if you use the shovel and set off the trap and then it explodes on you?
Well, then the shovel will get exploded, but not me.
If you want to back up, I could try.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I'm just gonna shove the shovel at it from far away.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go.
I'm gonna back way up as far as I can back this way. That way I'm still in line with it. And...
Wait a moment, the thought occurs. It's a tripwire. We could step over it.
We could.
You would have to push the door open to get enough space
Into it.
to then step over it. But you would have triggered it by
Are there any
pushing-
rocks around?
I'm just gonna use my spell push and push his shovel because rock would be good, but I'm gonna use the shovel because he gave me the shovel.
Okay.
Oh,
And use
that's
spell push
smart.
to push it at the door.
That's really smart.
Sort of waves his staff, puts it down there.
Hold
and
on.
just sort of like
Boing, I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah.
Why don't you just use your staff to push the door? You don't need the
because he
shovel.
gave me the shovel. I don't want him to feel like he gave me something useless.
All right, you have a good point. You're
It's
right.
important that people that are small think they're valued.
Yes.
They are.
I brought the shovel.
That's why we have this wonderful map that was drawn by Bang Clang. He does such a great job.
You know what's what.
All right.
Turn it around and turn it around.
So you just got to keep it spinning? Is that how it
You
works?
keep it spinning. Eventually, it makes sense.
So you take your staff.
And use it to push the shovel. I puts it in his hands. He puts the shovel on the ground, and he just sort of like takes both hands and pushes the staff and gets it so like the spell then extrudes from there and pushes the shovel and hucks it at the door.
And so you see the shovel, it goes flying.
Because I have no way to control it. This is high speed. Everything
Right.
I do with this is high speed. There's no control over it. No check.
So it goes, and you see the door. And you see as the tripwire is pulled. And once the tripwire gets pulled far enough, you see sploosh. A bunch of liquid crashes onto the ground, spreading all about.
See, that's probably bad stuff.
I don't. What kind of liquid is it? Does it
It's not
smell like
frosting, is
anything?
it?
Can I smell anything?
Could be muffin mix.
It doesn't look like muffin mix.
Are you inspecting it?
I'd like to see if I could smell anything because I got my senses of awesomeness.
Not particularly, no.
Doesn't smell like anything in particular. At least not from here.
I'll walk up to it and inspect it.
As you take a look at it, you can see that it's it's a little thick, and it's not watery. It's almost of a syrupy consistency.
Looks
So-
like
Sticky?
Yeah, I would say it could be sticky. Yeah.
The sticky trap situation here.
I poke the liquid.
You you poke the liquid and it does feel sticky. It does not do any damage to you. There's no danger from that. But what it appears is if all of that had been dumped on anybody specifically, they would have had it would have been a bit more difficult to move about.
looks like it's some sort of sticky trap. But luckily we don't get nothing in our hair.
That would have
Yeah,
been really gross.
Yeah, you have to take like 2 showers.
Sorry, your shovel might have some sticky on it now, though.
No, that's fine. I'll just wipe it off. Yeah. Sticky. I'll just put it in the backpack for now.
Maybe enough soap and water. Get it off all the way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's weird that there was a sticky trap on the door.
Well, we're not going to find out the answer standing out here. Just be
But-
careful.
But now we have to walk on sticky.
No, hold on.
Oh,
Look.
then my shoes are just gonna go.
Look, are there finding
Okay.
sticks? Let's find some sticks. If there's sticks by the tree, if any sticks have fallen off, we can lay them on there. We can walk on the sticks.
So we're sticking to de-stick.
Well, you stick the stick on the sticky, and then you walk across it so you don't stick to the sticky stick.
Okay,
I
Some-
followed that entirely.
maybe some leaves too.
Yeah. Well, it came off a tree. Might have leaves on it. So,
Yeah, true. Just get it all good and coated.
are there any good, low? Okay, there's no goblin problem level with sticks, but Drew can probably get some sticks from the tree.
Yeah, there are definitely sticks
I
in
mean,
the tree.
I could run into it a few times if you'd like. We could shake some stuff down.
That
Might be a
only
book
works
climate
in
app,
video
too.
games.
What's the
Druga
video
starts going
game?
pulling.
It's a thing the
Upon
other
hearing the
world
need for
has.
Oh.
sticks, Drew just starts going to trees and pulling down any branches he can reach.
See? Now, Drew, just put him on the sticky. Just throw him on there, but don't get yourself stuck. And just put him on, and then we can walk across the sticky sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Sticky sticks to prevent stickiness.
That's right.
Drew walked back and forth, whistling to himself. Whoomp. Just putting down the branches. Not so much sticks. He's just pulling down entire
Oh,
branches.
Wow, Drew, this is looking really good.
Which, to Boing and Wimble are like, it's trees he's putting down, but, Okay.
It's like you're building us a bridge into the Skysail Expeditions.
Yeah! See?
No stick bridge.
Okay. So once he's done, I think we head in. We're going to go in. Ready?
All right. Everyone ready?
Drew
You
ready.
go first.
How about Drew? He's big.
Do you want to go first, Drew?
Yes, Drew, go first.
Watch your head.
Ah, yes, thank you.
All right.
Drew, no have more ice. Drew, be careful.
Exactly. All right. Everybody else in the middle, I'll take up the rear to make sure we are safe from all directions.
And Drew steps inside on the bridge.
All right, you step in, and as you step in, immediately.
Oh no, I lost myself.
What do you mean you lost yourself?
You
I
lost
mean,
yourself.
I have Rika. I can't find me. I disappeared.
Yeah, that's true. Where did you go?
I
Are
got
you
you.
under Boing?
I got you. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, there you
Oh, there I am.
go.
I got
Uh,
summoned to the other world for a second.
As
so
you as you walk in, you see that this looks like kind of a customer service area. You see a couple of desks with some maps and papers on it. You see chairs, some waiting benches. There's a bookshelf. There is a door at the far side to the north, but it does seem fairly fairly empty. You can see there's a bit of dust. You do see a minor sheen across the floor. You said you pulled out a
My staff lights up as a torch.
that's right.
Okay, so once you walk in, I put it in my hand, sort of give it a little shake, and
All right.
and it lights up. Of course, my staff is probably like half of Droog's size, a quarter of Droog's size, so
All right.
it's a large stick, but
All right.
I drop a treat into Gudrik's cage, and he lights up. My little
Aw.
Lumi slime.
we
All
got
right.
light.
I like that. All right. You guys can keep moving if you want.
Okay. Well, it looks pretty empty in here. I don't see
Where is
anything.
everyone?
Maybe
I'm
they're out to lunch.
With
Door.
the doors boarded up and traps on the doors?
Maybe
As-
they take the security very
as-
seriously.
As you all move in, you hear stop moving characters. I don't have a way to pause it, guys, just in case you're curious. So you guys will have to learn to control yourselves. But you hear and with that, we will actually move into a combat. I've got to check something real quick.
Can I be in the middle of a square though? Because I am like
So there are no squares here. There,
Doesn't
We
really
have no
matter. is what
grid?
there
It
is
doesn't
no
really matter.
grid.
I know the grid doesn't matter.
The grid
It's
does not
disturbing to
matter.
my
That's
brain.
just the
bothering my
that is the floor tiles. There is no you have no movement. Like you,
I know, but it's bothering me that I'm in between. Like I feel like I'm out of space.
I know we gotta. That's the big thing is we'll get there. We just gotta.
We got to break out of our RPG habits.
We have to learn. We have to adapt. I do not like adapting.
I know. It's gonna be tough.
Ah.
You gotta hold my hand through this.
I need some cake, guys.
Mommy.
What happens when your group has done nothing but 5-foot squares their entire life?
Entire life.
Wait,
Look,
there's-
this is what I want you to do. I want you to pull back and think about Legend in the Mist. There were no squares there either.
Yeah, that was mostly Theater of the Mind too.
We had maps in that. We had 2 maps in that.
It was mostly Theater of the Mind too.
This has been mostly Theater of the Mind.
But now we have squares.
But there's
one would argue this has been Theater of the Mindless
If there wasn't lines on the map, I think we would deal with it
'Cause-
better.
because we are not very smart.
All right, because so in the future, I'm going to make the squares at odd angles.
no.
Just
I'm
so
gonna
that
go
we
through
can start
withdrawal. I'm gonna be
How
shaking. And
could you?
easily.
You monster.
Speaking of monsters, the monsters will go first.
Dang it, we did not have him distracted long enough.
So I will show you.
oh, that's gross.
That is.
Yeah, I know I made it.
That is very, very gross.
Sugar.
And you see, as these creatures begin their attack, you see these 4 pink, goopy, gooey things.
Okay, does Drew identify them as potential ingredients?
Yes,
Ha
I am going to say yes to that. All right. This one here. Sorry, I have multiple pages. So these are creatures that I modified from the adversaries that were available in the break book. These are goop alternates, also known as sugar goops. You can see that these are gelatinous creatures. No defined shape or limbs. They essentially can squeeze under doors into small spaces, things like that. They can easily, and where you're seeing these is they're on the ceiling right now. And so this one comes over and drops down on Aya. Aya, I need a deftness check.
All right.
I
and have to roll
love not
under
having
these.
to make up DCs for crap. This is awesome.
And we're still allowed to use our real dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your
Okay.
dice roll high, so
So go right ahead.
No, I know which ones are my bad dice and which ones are my good ones, you know. And I have the options to put ones in jail
You do have your
No.
jail available.
if they don't behave themselves. You know who I'm talking to, Dice. Which one do I want to start with? We'll go with the pink one that matches these sugar goops.
That's great.
So I have to roll under a 9.
Correct.
I did not. I rolled an 11.
Oh, okay. So the goopiness of Goopy Whiz,
That's so descriptive. Let's keep that up.
it sticks to you.
I don't like it. It's in my fur.
And you feel as some of your skin begins to dissolve. So this
What? Oh,
will be
What?
using the caustic burning injury.
since when did goo burn your skin?
Since when does goo move around and drop down on you? About
That's
that.
really bad frosting.
He has a
Terrible.
point.
So I need you to roll your burn injury. This is on
What?
page 267.
I don't have the book open.
I just need you to roll a d20. 1 through 5 will be shock. 6 through 15 will be superficial burn. 16 to 20 is a serious burn.
14.
A 14. This is superficial burn. Okay, it's a minor but irritating burn. You're going to suffer a -1 penalty to all rolls until the injury receives treatment, which will be a +1 to rolling under rolls. And that's it for right now. Okay. This one, these I believe are slow. Let me check. Slime, allegiance, where's my speed? Yes, slow. That's all he's going to be able to do. This one. That's all he's going to be able to do. But this one, he's going to drop down. That's why I need a toughness roll from you.
Oh, no.
As you feel the sticky, sweet, gooey goodness.
Oh, that's really bad.
He rolled a 17. Oh, man.
I was not prepared.
Now I need a d20 roll. As you feel the sugary acid dissolve away your skin. That's a
I don't know
19.
if that's good or bad or what.
Oh
I don't know.
my
I-
god.
I don't know the table, so
Man, if this was Pathfinder, you'd be killing it.
You
So what-
suffer painful burns. You've got a -1 penalty to all rolls until the injury receives treatment. You suffer -1 to your heart's total until your injury receives treatment.
Oh, I'm like half dead.
So, quick question.
Yep.
Wouldn't that end up being a +1 to all rolls?
It's except attack rolls, which you're trying to get highest on.
All right.
So yes, and that's what I said when we Evelyn. So when I say a -1, if it's a roll under, it's a +1. But if it
Yeah.
is an attack, it'll be a
I know.
-1.
It's a bad thing, whatever
Yeah.
it is, whichever direction's bad.
It's the bad way. That's a great way of thinking about it.
It's the bad way.
All right, it is now. Oh, and it's stuck to you.
Great.
So let me check one other thing. Nothing bad. Yep, they're slow. To remove a goop, you can use your turn to attempt to remove a goop. It requires a successful might check, just so you know. You can also attack an attached goop. The goops, if striking an attached goop, though, the goop's prey takes the damage if the attack roll is failed. All right. So
I have
now,
a question when it comes my turn, so I'll get there.
well, it's y'all's turn, and you all decide the order you go.
So I'll ask my question then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wouldn't attack it because I'm horrible at that. Can I use the spell push? Since I'm holding my staff, it's on me. Can I use the spell push to push it away?
Interesting. I like ingenuitive thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna say that it was not on the arm that has your staff. So yeah, definitely. Let's do that. You're gonna have to describe exactly what it looks like, though.
Yeah. So he's sort of like it's fallen on him. It's probably partially on the staff, and so he sort of like twists the staff, and he's literally gonna just like get off me! And then like he lifts and tries to shove. He's shoving the staff, but it's not really the staff's not the energy, because just like with the other push, the staff just sort of starts, but the actual energy comes after the staff and sort of tries to push the goo, the big massive goo, and launch it across the room. I'm going to try to launch it sort of like diagonally to the southwest, I guess it would be. You know?
Okay. And I'm assuming that's an attack roll.
Well, if it says if it's used in a, I don't know. If it says if it's used in an attack, I treat it as an unarmed strike. If I'm using it in a check or a contest,
it would be an attack.
Okay.
Because it is an attack. Oh, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, yep. Sinister, you're right. This actually is a check. The spell's might is the same as your insight.
My insight. That's what I'm hoping for.
So it's your insight.
Is an 11, but I get a -1 because I'm -1 already. So it's 10 basically.
No. So
because it's a check, so I want under.
You want you're at 11 right now.
I'm at 11.
Yeah. So -1. Yeah. So 10.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's a way to like put the minus in here when I got it in here when I'm having it roll. I don't know.
Should it be a contest or should it be a check, Sinisar? Because
check or contest for me is the same thing.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying because removing the goop in the text says it's a check and not a contest.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
But you can go ahead do your roll right now.
I put it as a -1, so we'll see if it comes out right. So okay, so it took my roll and added 1 to it instead of so I'm still a 5 under an 11. So
a combat stunt. Well, I hadn't even thought about that. All right.
I don't know what that is.
So it's going to be against their might, which, if I remember correctly, is pretty terrible. Yeah, it is.
I'm just hoping I needed low. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is successful for you. You push it off you, and it'll land right here.
And then can I move as well, or is that it? Like, do I get one action, or how does this work?
You get one action. Yep.
Okay.
You can also you get a move as well.
You can move and do a thing.
Yes, you can move and do a thing. So you can move now.
Because I don't know where the heck I'm going to move because they're all over the place here. I just don't want to be near the goop.
This is a great thing to point out. Okay, the area that we have here, we can see, is, roughly. It's roughly 45 across. So I'm going to say this is one area, so you can essentially move anywhere inside the room.
Okay. Well, then knowing they're slow, I'm moving like way to the corner down here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I see that other one coming at me, and I don't know if it's coming at me, but I don't like it. It's going across the ceiling.
All right, who's going next?
So, I have a question for Purview. Would the ability to, would finding a weak point be basically my action for this thing, or?
No, the purviews get added to you use them as pluses, as bonuses.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I okay.
So for example, you go and attack it, right?
Right.
You would get a +1 for finding a weak point to your attack. Because you'd be looking for a weak point.
All right, because it's like is it only one pick which one purview to apply to it, or can you pick more than one? Because I also have Lore of Beasts in addition to finding weak point.
Hold on, let me double check. That is a great question. I like the fact that you're looking at using your purviews too.
Also, for this round for Into the Fray, I'm going with Whirlwind Defense.
Okay.
Temporarily increases my defense rating by 1, so I'm at 14. I can switch that up each round.
So the way purviews read is purviews represent areas of expertise. Minor bonuses, that's what it is. So, but they don't combine. So you'd pick one and it would give you a +2. I'm sorry, a +2.
All right, so I'll go with finding a weak point. That's fine.
Yeah. I was mixing up City of Mist, Legend of the Mist with this. But I'm good now.
Okay. So my attack bonus is +5 then.
Well, when you
Total.
click the roll on your +3, you can just then...
Well, I'm doing manual dice.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, if you're doing manual dice, then yes, it's a +5.
All right. Ooh, that's a nice way to start things off. That's a 19 on a dice. That's a 24. As he takes his axe and take a moment to study the thing, finds a spot that seems appropriate, and swings mightily both hands, bringing the axe overhead and onto the pile of goop.
And as you slice through the goop, you see, because with that swing, you're also getting
the extra damage.
Yeah. That immediately you slice directly through the goop, and you see as it splits, it splashes to the ground. As it splashes to the ground, though, I'm going to need a roll from you.
All right.
And what I need...
Deftness?
I believe it is... Where did I put that note? Sorry, I'm just looking for the note that I wrote regarding it, and now I'm not going to find it. But yes, give me a deafness roll.
So, got another purview that I can apply. Staying a step ahead of danger. Understanding that this thing could splash.
All right. Yeah, actually, that would make sense here. It's a minor bonus.
All right, actually, and that brings my roll from a 7 to a 5, which was... The 7 would have been good enough anyway, but it brings it down to a 5.
And you're able to stand perfectly fine as it splashes all over the place. You are able to find your footing with ease. All right, we've got 2 more people. What are you guys doing?
Good job, Droog.
I honestly do not know how to fight in this game. I am not certain how to even fire my pistol.
Well, a couple of notes. A reminder as a factotum. You have some... Go ahead.
I don't get targeted if I don't hurt people.
Correct. So if you are going to hurt people, that's fine. I'm just a reminder on your character.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you shoot. You just say you're going to shoot something. Are you going to shoot something?
Well, I'm going to try something dumb first because I'm me.
Okay.
So as my action, I would like to dig in through my backpack and find my a ration, which in this case is going to be a little cupcake. And I'm gonna look to the sugar goo in front of me. I'm gonna go, "Hey, buddy, maybe don't attack us, and I'll give you a cupcake." I don't think I have any more action this turn, but I'm gonna try and
you can move.
persuade.
You can move after you do that. It'd be weird, but
no, I'm gonna stay here and try and for next time to convince him not to eat me.
convince the goo.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Aya?
I guess Rika, she would turn into her fighter form, as soon as like things started dropping down.
Okay.
I assume she would attempt to try to get the goo off of Aya. So I guess have her attack the goop thing to try to get it off of Aya as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Just a reminder, though, on that, if she misses, it will hit you.
Right.
You could also use a deafness move to get rid of it off of you.
She is more likely to be able to hit than I am right now because she doesn't have the negatives that I do.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because she is not currently gooped up.
Understood. When you're ready.
So, Rika is going to take an attack, which her attack is +1.
And folks, this is our first fight. Our players are learning the system here, so we will get faster.
And expect many, many mistakes.
Many.
Well, one of
It's
the
a
things, Eric, you
19
got to get
plus
out of
1.
your head is just tell me what you want to do. Just do it. You don't have to wonder. Just say, yeah, I'm going to shoot something.
It's a 19.
Well, I just want
On
to know
the
how
die.
it works. Like, what I have
19
to
will
roll?
hit.
And that's +1 would be a 20.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
Okay.
So you were attacking, like, how many hearts? I don't know all of your characters, how many hearts of damage they do.
Rika doesn't have any bonuses, so I'm guessing whatever to damage. Rika doesn't have any bonus to damage. So
Yeah, but different weapons and things can have
it's her
different...
claws. It's a standard weapon, I believe.
Okay,
what the
so that's
claws
one
are.
heart. So you see
Okay.
as she claws through it, and the creature does just like what happened with the creature that Droog fought. It too splits in half.
Let me double check, but I think that's right. Fighter.
As it goes down.
The girl fangs claws. Yeah, they can now attack as if wielding a standard weapon. So yes.
Yep. Yeah, that happened.
Okay, so it's off me.
Yeah, it's well, yeah, it's split right over top of you. I need a deafness roll from you.
Would that hit me too?
Do I take the negative to the deafness?
Yeah, the
check?
negative is to all rolls, I believe.
Okay.
And yes,
Nice.
you as well, Wimbley. Oh, Wimbley.
So then I have to roll under a 8.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a natty 1.
Nice. All right. Yeah, you are perfectly fine. What about you, Wimbley?
I rolled it. I don't know what that means. I believe I failed.
What? You rolled a 14. What's your deafness?
11.
Yes, you did fail. A couple of quick notes. Evelyn, you could have used Enduring the Harshest Conditions purview to have given you a purview bonus. Just something to remember
Or what?
when you rolled that, because you're enduring harsh conditions. I mean, that splattering all over is pretty harsh conditions.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
this is let me try and just take a quick pause here. This is a chance for you to use your imaginations on how purviews can help you. These are not black and white. These are very much, if you can tell me how it's going to work, it's going to give you a bonus. All right? So don't be afraid to be like, yeah, this totally works for that, because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to go, yeah, it does. Okay. So don't, I know we Pathfinder and D&D and all the other systems have very much, this works, this doesn't work. Allow yourself.
I think Vason is a lot like this, where you just,
Yes.
if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's exactly.
So if I were to wanting to use like my sidestepping catastrophe thing.
Yeah,
that is
that's
something-
exact. That would have given
Okay.
you. That's exactly. Oh, look at that! Sinosaur is actually throwing you in some stuff too. Oh,
Oh.
Wimbley can roll twice using second to none from Factotum. Wimbley.
Oh.
Well, you
Edge
have
for-
edge whenever you roll for a check or contest covered by you. Could
Oh. I
and
could have.
yes,
Interesting.
this is why Sinosar's here. So you can take your purview, turn it into an edge, so you could re-roll.
That is very cool. Can I do that now?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Oh, yeah. We roll that. Yeah. Yeah.
And there it is. You're it. Yes. Well done. All
I
right.
just sidestep the explosion and just splatters off, and just eyes covered.
Oh, you didn't look so good.
Aw, look at you, Sinosaur. People are appreciative. I'm appreciative. Thank you, Tails Tavern, for that gift. All right.
Hey, you know,
so
you saved my friend.
So the first round is done. You all have managed to take out 2 already.
Could I have moved or anything?
Yeah,
after
yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead and move if you want to finish up with yours.
Yeah, I just wanted to get
And
out
did you
from-
want to move Wimp? Oh no, you had already gone by.
No, I'm fine.
So Flyby Stew, this is Break RPG. Was kickstarted a little bit ago. You can purchase the PDFs. The hardcovers are in process right now, and it's phenomenal. All right, so the goops will go. This goop had already started moving this way, so it's going to continue this journey. This goop's going to move this way, but neither of them will get far enough to attack any of you. So we go to your turn.
So I have this cupcake in my hand.
He left. There was no intelligence in this creature.
Yes, I know.
But he didn't even notice you.
Oh, that's right. I'm very minuscule. You know what? I'm still gonna do it anyways because this is funny to me. I would like to huck this cupcake across the room and go savage, trying to distract him from hitting my friend. Boing.
Okay.
Could I make an aura roll to try and persuade him to go get a cupcake instead of attacking Boing?
No, that's not going to work.
All right. Well, I tried. Good job, me.
But I like the idea of throwing the cupcake. That is making me laugh. Let me...
Just slathers on the wall, icing first, slathering it along the wall as it falls.
No, but you could be doing an assist action here.
Oh.
So this and so so you're doing something that's cool. We just, So there is a tactical assist here.
I forgot all about those.
I know. These are on page 257. So or a tactical action. I'm going to say this is an assist because you're trying to assist Boing. Is that my assumption?
Yes, that's the goal.
Okay. So let's. And what you're trying to do is to distract the moving slime so that Boing can do something.
Yes.
I'm going to say it automatically works. It is distracted. And so, Boing, if you were to do anything, you would have a minor bonus.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so this is, I just realized at first I thought this was a table next to me. I think that's a rug next
That's
to
a
me.
rug, yeah.
Okay, that's not going to do anything. So instead, I bet Boing, seeing the cupcake flying, across the room, runs over next to Wimble and sort of gets down on the ground and takes his staff and he swings up at the chair and tries to push the chair and launch it up in the air at the sugar goop.
Now, that will be an attack roll. I love this.
I don't care, whatever.
No, this is fantastic. All right, go ahead and do an attack roll.
I'm horrible at. But the roll
And you're
may
going to
be still-
get a minor bonus with this, so you're going to get a +2.
Okay, so +2. I already had a -1, so I get a +1 in the end. Okay.
Yes.
That is really bad.
That unfortunately does.
It goes flying across the room like out of control.
It
not in
does.
control at
You
all,
see-
like smashing.
You see, it initially rises up. It's like it's gaining momentum, and then it shoots off at a random angle, bouncing against the wall, and comes
They didn't
crashing
make
down.
that chair very balanced. That's really poor craftsmanship.
I don't think that was supposed to be a projectile.
Why?
They don't build stuff smartly.
Think
They
about
should-
all the possibilities.
They should work smarter, not harder.
There might not be any furniture left when I finish here, but that's okay.
All right, two more players still to go.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Actually, Terry, one of the things that I'm going to need a little help in is in terms of like area, because one of the things that I have, whether or not any of the other groups were considered the same area,
So yes, this is all one giant area.
right? Because of the fact that I finished off one, I have one chain attack per round, which I could have applied to another one.
You could have, yes.
All right. So, what I want to do, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how these work. Hold on a second. I want to get to the page for it because I'm going to do an attack stunt. Now, the interesting thing about an attack stunt is I can. Well, actually, no, there's no real reason to do an attack stunt because it doesn't give me, unless I was like trying to disarm them. So.
Right, these things aren't really.
All right. So never mind. He'll just do the leaping at over the mess on the floor to attack this one.
But I will say, and this goes for the group, don't be afraid to look at the attack stunt type of stuff. The combat tricks,
Right.
all of those are cool.
Yeah, because the interesting thing about an attack stunt is I can do an attack. I can choose to do an attack stunt as my thing for this round without there being a condition. There's no wager.
Gotcha.
So you don't even. It's like it either works or it doesn't work.
Gotcha.
There's no failure condition.
I love it.
So in that case, I'm sticking with the whirlwind defense as I'm doing this.
Yep.
Still same thing. Finding the weak spot.
Oh, real quick. Sinosaur put up a good note here. Since you know that they explode, attack stunt could be used to push it away as you hit it.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that.
That's cool.
Now, so I guess the question I have is, would I be concerned that if pushing it away, it hitting Boing?
In this situation, yes. But had you been on the other side of it, no.
Right. Okay. All right. So,
But you have
That case-
plenty of movement. You
Yeah.
could have gotten to the other
You could
side
run
of
to
it
the other side
by
and then
jumping
do
onto
it.
the desk and diving to the other side of it. That's the cool shit I want to hear.
all right. Yeah. Hell, what the hell? I'm there. I'm all about doing the cool stuff. So he kind of goes and basically leaps across the desk. Leaps over the mess. Basically, with a deftness that seems weirdly strange for a creature of his size, he basically one steps the chair, other steps the desk, leaps the other side, and then turns around and basically batter up with the axe, swinging at the thing.
Now, for an attack stunt, couple of
Yes.
things.
Mhm.
You describe what you want to do, which is going to be a strike and push away, right?
Right. There's no failure condition because I'm using attack stunt as my favorite, as my into the fray thing.
Wait, hold on.
Perform an attack stunt without making a wager.
Hold on. I want to look at this just so that everybody can hear why this is. Is this part of your champion?
Yep.
It is. Into the fray. You're able to vary your fighting styles to suit the battle, applying caution, flair, or precisions. Oh, Oh,
And I can choose one each. I can change it up each round based on.
dude, that's awesome. Go with it. I love this.
So I just rolled an 18 on the die, which
That will do it. So, what's it look like as you cut into it and push it away at the same time?
he cuts into it and basically cuts like right through it. So the bottom part just slides right across the floor, kind of going in towards where the other one was.
Right.
And the other one, the other top part just gets some altitude, hits the ceiling, and then slaps down in a wet mess. And intoxicated by that, that's going to hit chain attack. He's going to leap back across the desk, and then just bring his axe straight down on the other one.
And
And I get-
Sinosaur, you'll verify for me, but he can use Into the Fray into combat momentum, correct? Just let me know if he can't. Otherwise, just keep going, Robert. I'm loving this.
And swing. Wow, this pink dice is hot as hell. I just rolled another 18.
Now, this time, though, you're going to have to make a deafness roll.
Yes. So I do have, still do have, he's staying a step ahead of danger. Well, that didn't go quite as well. So that is a 14, unfortunately.
Okay, hold on.
My
I'm
deafness is 9.
So real quick, Sinosar, so within melee would be essentially within the same battle area. Is that correct? I'm still learning some of these terms, but I think so. And I'm letting them currently have a fairly big battle area because I want them to kind of get used to doing the other things before having to think about the battle areas. The 14 will indeed mostly means with a melee weapon. Yeah, so he did have to jump and swing, but I'm going to let that happen. It does slice through. You are able to kind of step back from it as it splashes down. And all the goop surrounds all of you. A couple of burns. This is where we're going to stop for this week. And this is what we're going to do. We are